Unionized journalists at the Washington Post say they are going to stage a 24-hour strike to protest staff cuts and what they call management's failure to bargain in good faith in contract talks that have stretched on for about 18 months now. This latest labor clash comes a little more than a month after William Lewis, the former publisher of the Wall Street Journal, was named chief executive and publisher of the Post, as the Washington Daily newspaper was projecting a year-end loss of $100 million. The Post, by the way, is one of the many news outlets struggling to devise a sustainable business model in the decades since the internet upended the economics of journalism and digital advertising rates plummeted. Executives at the Post, which is owned by billionaire Amazon.com founder Jeff Bezos, said at the time of the Lewis announcement that they were offering voluntary buyouts across the company in a bid to reduce employee headcount by about 10% and shrink the size of the newsroom to about 940 journalists. The Washington-Baltimore News Guild, which represents more than 1,000 editorial, advertising and other non-news staff at the Post, they said mismanagement by the previous publisher led to nearly 40 layoffs last year, half from the newsroom, and the company was now seeking to cut another 240 jobs through buyouts. Now, while representatives for the newspaper's management did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the labor dispute, according to the union, management has threatened to impose more layoffs if too few staffers accept voluntary severance packages. The Guild, in an online statement, though, argues that this means fewer Post employees making the critical journalism that keeps our communities informed and holds public officials accountable. In fact, they assert the company's wage proposals would fail to keep pace with inflation or with the pay of the competitors. In fact, this minute-long video on your screens of theirs ends with the refrain, "Because we're worth more than our bosses are offering."